So there I was, the total flight durations from San Francisco, California airport to Suvarnabhumi airport in Bangkok, Thailand. So the total flight hours duration is about 17 hours long, but there was a few hours of layover and transferring of the flight. So in total is about 21 hours in flights and waiting time. So I was exhausted. However, it was so pleasant to have received welcoming from my family who was awaiting for me at the airport. So it was really, really beautiful to see them after our departures in 1978, 79-ish when they left the camp to return to my grandparents' birthland, and in 1980 my family and I departed to America. So therefore we haven't seen each other since then, so it's been a while back. One never minds about the long flight. However, I still have another 4 hours of driving to the eastern province known as the Rajasima, or in general term called Korat, where all my family members and other people that I'm not familiar with. So I am embarking to a small village, secluded village called Ban Nong Bun Mark. This is where all the family farms, all the family members are living at. I was excited and I thought that I was able to stay awake throughout the 4 hours of driving through the beautiful hillsides and adorned with luscious green orchards, include palm, bananas, coconut trees, mangoes, and lychees, and the longans and all that. However, I was too exhausted from the long flights, and then the van was congested with family members, and it was too hot for me. So I literally must have fast asleep, and I missed videotaping of all the beautiful nature on my way up to the village. Finally arrived to the little village. It was to my surprise that it's not just a normal village, but just beautiful with all the edible green trees, and it was so impressive. It's remind me of my home as well in Cambodia. So the humidity was so high, and goodness, this is in September, so it's really, really hot for me coming from America. Is hot, but it's dry hot. It's a little bit different than humidity. And the humidity was so high is that I was just uncomfortable, sweat from head to toes, but I'm trying to enjoy myself as well. After I fully engage with my energy and become more stamina and trying to get used to the humidities and still so hot and sweat all day and have to stay hydrated. So therefore, the first thing we did was to visit some family members in the areas and gotten to know them, and then various activities from visiting eatings and visiting temples and zoos and monasteries. And my uncle also have taken me to see many places. We visited the zoo. We visited the monuments of the Lady Valors. Her name is Yamo, who helped defeated the the Burmese combatants, and we went to pay her proper respect. Also, we went to see different monasteries and pay respect to the monks. and the museum, the zoos, and a few other places that it was really nice. And mostly, oh, I enjoy was the honey market and the pottery market. Also, all the exotic plants, and visited nurseries, which I enjoy most. And it was really, really nice to see plants and the bonsai plants, and it's so fascinating to see. So this is my uncle house. It's surrounded by greeneries of fruits, trees, and herbs and spices. And this house is made out of brick, and it's super hot inside. It it has electricity, but it doesn't have air or heat, uh, air conditioner or heating system. So it's always nice to be under the shade, natural shade. And my cousin had visit with my little second cousin there, and she was worried not be able to see me after school, so she asked her mom to walk her over to visit with me at my uncle's house. And they brought with them with fruits and young coconut for me. They know that I enjoy coconut juice. So every day, my family would bring fruits and coconut juice, young coconut, so that I can have juice for my water intake, liquid intake, because the water it's not agree with me. So in this village, there's no garbage collectors, so the villagers would burn their own trash and keep their own cubicle cleans, and by burning off the trash that they have inside their house. Walking or motorcycle or bicycle, these are the only three transportation mode. You don't see car or truck much. And these people are farmers and gardener now, so they self-sufficient, and they may not have all the luxuries that we do, but and they're doing well. They live their life well, and there's right meals back there, with the chicken running around. They raise chicken for eggs, and um, majority of their diets just including the vegetable that they collect from their backyard or from the street. Um, and very simple. They eat very little meat, and even you see the chicken running around, they keep for the eggs and for the chick laying. So they consume very little meat, or they kill very little meat. They not like us where we eat the whole burger. They eat the whole chicken, half chickens, and they don't eat like we do. And that's why you see these people relatively healthy in their weight and their lifestyle is a little different than ours. And both of my uncle owned generators that had multifunctions. It helped with to pump the water from the reservoir into the farm, to irrigate the farms, also to help power the electricity at home, also to help pull the tractors. So it was really, really nice to have these motors that can use for multi purposes, and that was purchased with the money that my family and I sent to them a long time ago. So I was able to visit with my both of my uncles' rice farms, which is really, really neat how he was explaining to me that the governments have been so supportive of their effort to farms, especially the rice farms and the cassavas and other orchards farms. And the government provided hydraulic water runs and built them the canal, the water reservoirs. You can see that huge water reservoir to collect monsoon rain during the raining season, so that they can use it to water their plant during the drought season. So my uncle has the um, generators that. So I finally visited their farms, my both of my uncles' farms. So they own vast lands of rice farms, cassavas, and multiples of orchard plants and coconuts, bananas, and name it. I mean, most of the fruit and vegetables can be harvested there, and custard apples are my favorite. So I really enjoy my time. The whole time I'm there, I literally live on coconut juice, young coconut juice. I see my uncles who is preparing my coconut juice for my water intake or my liquid intakes, and his coconut is so delicious. And also visiting the farm to see how their livelihoods and how they are now more self-sufficient. Once in a while, we will send the money to help support with maintaining the farms and buy new equipment. So that worked well for them to help them become more self-sustained. So that way we don't have to keep sending money to support them. So each of my uncle's farms has huge water reservoir. This enable them to collect rainwater during the monsoon seasons. So these reserve water they can use to water their crop during the drought seasons. This water reservoir also serve as fishery and raising fish, crabs, eels, any freshwater fishes are also raised in this pond for the family. So the family rely heavily on their stable meals will be consisting of rice and vegetables, and mainly fishes are being consumed regularly, and that's reason that this water reservoir do meet the essential needs of the families. Not only that, utilizing the water toward crop irrigations and the farm irrigation, it serve a spawning um, spot for fish and frogs. And so this visit really is my sole purpose to be with my family, visit with their farms, because we've been supporting them all this year, buying the land so they can be self-sufficient. So I'm so glad that I'm able to walk on the ground that we paid for to help our family with. And thank you for tuning in. I'll see you again soon. Thank you.